So how do we receive God in our heart? Is it with a lot of love? Or is it something that you're doing out of fear? Often religion and spirituality are understood as synonymous, but they are not. They are quite different from each other. Though the roots of spirituality are very much in religion, you have to understand one thing fundamentally. You look at the world today, all religious people, so-called, would you call them religious? How many wars have been fought over religions? I had to propagate my leaders' words, be it prophet or be it Christ or be it Moses or be it Krishna. Everyone either propagate these words either through aggression or through subtle means. But however subtle, aggression is always there, direct or indirect. Religions are all about dogmas and belief systems. But all the pioneers of every religion, they were not what they have become today. Let me explain to you this. Was Jesus Christ a Christian? What became after his death is Christianity, but he himself was not a Christian. What was about the prophet? Was he a Muslim? What became after him is Islam. Was Buddha a Buddhist? He was not. He was Hindu. What became known after his death is Buddhism. Same thing with all religions. And this only proves that you don't have to become that you don't have to adopt any identity in order to become qualitatively like the pioneer of each religion. This is the problem, and this is why we keep on fighting, because we begin to identify ourselves in a very hypocritical way with the pioneers of the system. And moment we identify, we become too arrogant about our identification. And any insult in direct or indirect way of any of my pioneers, you take up arms, forgetting the whole thing that they were all love, they were all compassion manifestations, they were all personalities of such a high caliber that they must be crying together that what has become of our people? Is this why we taught them all these things? They'll cry their hearts out. The methodologies are prescribed, though none of them followed their practices. The practices came much later through the priests and pandits. It became the avenue for fulfillment of the materialistic desires. And religion uses only two instruments to keep their folks in their group. One is temptation, greed, and second is fear. That if you do this, you'll go to heaven. If you don't do this, you'll go to hell. So they must, every religion without an exception they use these two powerful instruments. Okay. All religions are theoretical. There will be slokas, there will be so much of verses in the books which you have to study. That is religious aspect. Spirituality though you may believe in something, you cannot be happy with just a belief or dogma. You have to experience your belief. Now, is spirituality everything? Is it summum bonum? Is it everything greater and beyond religion? I would say no. Just as religion is the kindergarten that gives birth or graduates you into a school of spirituality. Now, if you remain in the school for long, you would wish that you graduate into a college, into university. Now, what is the university that comes after spirituality? Since we say religion is all about beliefs and dogmas, spirituality is all about experience. What is beyond experience? That question always used to baffle me, but I have a good answer now. That I give you a small example. Suppose you go to a very wealthy, 100 times wealthier person than yourself in some private island and yacht and everything, and you stay for 3 months in that island with your friends, and you have such a good time. After 3 months, you come back to where you are now, and you keep wondering, I had a good time there. I wish I was like my friend with the private island. I wish I was as rich. Now, what does this say to us? It only says that experiencing richness is one thing. Experiencing wealth is one thing. But to become wealthy, to become as rich is another thing. To experience divinity is spirituality. But to become that experience, divine myself, is altogether a different matter. Spiritual experiences tell me that I have to become that experience. For example, now and then I feel peace. I experience peace. But what if I can become peace manifested all the time? What if I can become, instead of loving, or instead of having these feelings of experiences of compassion, what if I can become love myself? What if I can become compassion myself as personified? That is, you are now transcending these fields of religion, you are transcending the fields of spirituality. Now we are in the field of reality. And then what happens later on also, is this state of reality static? No, it is also dynamic, because the whole journey is infinite. Vedas and Upanishads especially, when they talk of the ultimate state, they say neti, 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 means not this, not this, not this. What does that mean, not this? They describe that ultimate state as not this, not this, not this. It's a bit difficult to understand, but when you say, what they are trying to say is only this much, that there is nothing in this world that you can compare with and say, it is this, it is this, it is this. Nothing exists in this world with you can say, I can compare it with the taste of the mango, or I can compare it with the taste of Heineken. No. Nothing exists that you can be satisfied with the explanation of the final state. So they are happy saying, not this, not this, not this. Journey continues though. Whenever I used to practice meditation in my early days as a student in third year of pharmacy college, first thing most of our friends used to do was come together in one room, make tea and then sit together and meditate. After we finished our meditation, then we would take bath. Because of the inconvenience in hostel life, water. But if you have the opportunity of taking bath earlier, it's better to keep a physical body clean and neat. Then you meditate. It will be better for us. If we can do some breathing exercise before this meditation, it will be even better. According to my Guruji, practice contributes only 5% or even less towards our spiritual progress. More than 90%, 95% of our spiritual growth depends on our attitude towards the practice. So there is a practice element and there is attitude element associated with our practice. What do we understand by attitude, or simply put in Hindi, bhava? Let us say, I give you one small example. If you are told 1 month ahead of time that PM Shri Modi ji is coming to your home, what would you do? Or the principal of your college is visiting your home with a lot of joy for you stood first in the university. The preparations for that whole month will go on with a lot of excitement and joy. Per contra, let us say a person announces whom you don't like at all. Someone is coming to your home whom you don't like. How would you receive that person? I'll share with you a small joke, but it's very important when expressing our attitude towards people we welcome. There was one very happy family living in one small city, husband and wife. One day, those days, they received a telegram. The husband is very happy, received a telegram, mother is coming. And with such a joy, he goes to his wife and says, Mommy is coming home. He's so happy. But then his wife is very disturbed. He goes to railway station, brings mother home, but it's not mother, it's mother-in-law actually. And when he knocks the door and wife opens, oh mommy, why didn't you tell me you are coming? So I'd send you telegram. Husband also says, I already told you, mommy is coming. हमने तो कुछ खाना नहीं बनाया अभी तक. So this is the matter of attitudes. If mother was to come, you will cook good food. If mother-in-law is coming, your attitude is different. So how do we receive God in our heart? Is it with a lot of love? Or is it something that you are doing out of fear? Almost all the religions, they teach only two things. One is the fear and temptation for heaven. Okay, if you do this ritual few times a day or few times a month, then you might go to heaven. Swarg mein jaoge. The only two things religion is expert with. In Gujarati, we have a beautiful bhajan. And it invokes the presence of Lord Krishna. It's inviting Lord Krishna in such a way that, my Lord, please come to my home just once. I'll make you forget your Vaikuntha. With such attitude when we practice, the conditions that we get through meditations, it's like a new birth. It can become a new birth each time we meditate. We can become a newer person each time we meditate, because there's a new condition being born again and again, again and again. That is continuous transformation. If I'm going to remain the same person all the time, then I remain stuck. I'm not evolving. For a greater evolution, there has to be continuous change in my consciousness, with my chetana, with my chit. And new conditions cannot born unless and until we become so receptive with rightful attitude.